Great morning. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you so much to all of those who have served and lost their lives for us, for our freedom. Thank you to the families that had to sacrifice their family member for our freedom. You are much appreciated. Happy Mondays with Madi. My name is Madi, founder and CEO of Still Preppin' 24/7. If this is your first Mondays with Madi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. The point of Mondays with Madi is just to share my thoughts, my reflections, and inspire someone else and spread hope. And hopefully by doing so, spread some change in a world that it is much needed. We always start with the product of the week, or what we call the POW. And today's POW is dedicated to Herbalife Rebuild Strength. So if you are a person that lifts weights, does CrossFit, any kind of strength exercising, you're going to want to try Rebuild Strength. If you do cardio more often, like your Zumba, your swimmers, your bikers, your runners, you're going to do Rebuild Endurance. Rebuild Strength I love because it's a blend of amino acids. It's got your whey protein for that fast release. It's got your casein for that slow absorption. It's got your blend of tri-amino acids. It's everything in one canister, which is what I love the most. You know, in other stores, you have to buy separate canisters to get the same effect. This is one canister, and that's what I love about Rebuild Strength. It helps stop the breakdown of your muscles after a workout. So if you're looking to gain some weight, if you're looking to build some lean muscle mass, you're going to want to try Rebuild Strength, okay? All right, so today's topic of the day is disrupt your soil. And I spoke on this yesterday at a vision workshop where women came to be empowered and create vision boards. And we talked about disrupting your soil. Some of you have been growing in the same garden for so long, you don't even know that you're allowed to move. You are allowed to move. You are not a tree, okay? As Jim Rohn would say. You're not a tree. You don't like your circumstances? Move. And you've been growing in the same spot with no fertile soil, no sunlight, no water, no nurturing from the landscaper, no way to grow. And we live in a world where mediocrity is accepted. You know, we give the trophy to both teams because they put up a good effort. We give, opportunities to people to win even though they really did lose. And we don't necessarily accept greatness anymore. It's almost looked down upon sometimes. The greater you are, the more hate you receive. So we tend to stay in our non-fertile soil, afraid to just move to a different garden where we can bloom and flourish more frequently and easier. It's time for new soil and seeds. You know, you have to unlearn your old garden. And I think about some things that I was doing in my old garden and what was wrong with me. You know, I was in a garden where I wasn't necessarily growing as often. And the thing with the funny part about gardening, and this is even when you move to your new gardening, and I'm just doing a new garden in my yard, so it's crazy to me. I got this from Steve Harvey. Growing in a garden means that you have to allow dirt to pile on top of you. So right now, your dirt might be your finances. It might be you don't feel like you're getting a good break. You might be getting, circumstance after circumstance that's just hitting you and just keeps you underneath this dirt, this pile of dirt in this darkness, right? But flowers have to prove that they can break through that dirt. So you have to break through all of that dirt in order to grow. So even when you move to your new garden, you're still going to have to get planted under some dirt. So for me, I was in non-fertile soil, so I moved to a different garden by starting my own company, did that, and now, what's happening right now is I'm getting some dirt. When I first started, I had $100 problems, right? And I was like, man, when I make some more money, it's going to be great. It's going to be so much easier. Now I'm getting $1 million problems because we're running $1 million organization, and those are way bigger and more difficult to manage. So there's still dirt that comes on you, but I'm starting to bloom. My petals are starting to open. I'm starting to understand the soil that I'm coming from. Right? Because I have the right sunlight, personal development. I have the right things that are watering me, okay? Which is my relationships with people and the hope that I'm changing. I'm in the right soil now, so I'm planted firmly in my beliefs. Do you see? Like, you're still going to get dirt, but you have to plant yourself in the right circumstances in order to grow. And the thing is, we all say we want to do something, but the tongue on our feet, the tongue on our shoes, and the tongue in our mouth are going in opposite directions, as Lisa Nichols would say. Right? So you got to make sure that the tongue in your shoe and the tongue in your mouth go in the same way. If you say, I want to lose weight, and you got to go to a new garden to do so, you might have to stop going to dinners with your friends. You got to get to the new garden to bloom through that dirt. You might say, I want to make more money, or I want to be debt-free. You better move to a new garden and stop shopping in the old garden and stop doing the things in the old garden where the dirt is dry and you're not being watered properly. You're not getting the proper nutrients. So you got to go in the right direction, okay? And you got to be willing to get some dirt thrown on you, and you got to be willing to grow in a new garden. So I hope that inspires somebody today. If you like today's Mondays with Madi, like it, comment, share. I love interacting with my audience. If you want to watch more Mondays with Madi, you can go to our website, www.stillpreppin, P-R-E-P, the letter N, 247.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media outlets at stillpreppin247.com, at stillpreppin247. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Have a productive, powerful week.